I've decided that I'm just gonna go dressed how I am dressed, because otherwise it's almost false advertising. I'm wearing a big baggy pants and a shirt that makes a man want to buy me another shirt. Excuse me, waiter. Can I get another one of these as soon as possible? I'm not supposed to mix it with medication, but I'm gonna make a rare exception to the rule. I don't like my babysitters to go too far out of their way. If there's a jar that's impossible for the kids to open, then somebody could help them with it. But largely, I like them to just take care of themselves. Well, if you got a babysitter and they do a good job and the kids like it, then I think it makes the mother look bad.
Oh, well, you know, one of the things that happens is that when I'm in a situation where it's inappropriate for me to curse, I can't help it. And therefore, these parent-teacher conferences go really, really bad. You know, I say everything I think. That's obsessive-compulsive disorder, is you say everything you think. In fact, I even say something that you think that I hadn't thought of. Of course, at the last one, I brought drinks, and maybe that was a mistake, and I know that now. I have OCD. That means two things. It means that I can't be quiet. A lot of times I find myself talking about things that aren't really the subject. Whenever I come to these parent-teacher conferences, I say over and over again. And if it turns out that is, it's like a cousin of Tourette's or something. It's a symptom where, this, that, phonics. It's a problem. And you know, a lot of times I think for these kind of relationships where, you know, the kind of relationships with Brendan's teachers, I think I get off on a bad start, and then I get off on a bad middle, and then eventually I go to a bad end. Hold on, I have to take my sweater off because I'm really hot.
Can I get you a glass of water?
No, nothing from me, but thank you. I don't like to drink in front of you people.
Because of what happened last time?
Well, yes.
Now, I have to ask you this. Do you do a fair amount of drinking during the week, every day?
No, I used to have a little relaxer, one glass of wine, a relaxer every evening, which would make Brendan's homework a lot easier for me to do.
Okay, I'm happy to meet the cat.
Well, Alexandre, this is Paula.
Let me ask you something. Is there something that's stopping you from saying the whole word?
Alexandre?
Is it Alexandra, but you got busy?
Alexander.
Alexander. Okay, and then just stop.
Just stop.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Try this. Ziddy, 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 boo, 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 boo.
With a gun to my head, I wouldn't try that. Oh, I bumped into a guy just a couple years ago who I was in the 5th or 6th grade with, and he said to me, and I know he meant this to be complimentary. He said to me, you know, all the other guys liked the pretty girls, but I always liked you.
Brendan, do you and all your friends want to go for ice cream?
Yeah!
Get it yourselves! I'm kidding! Come on, let's go!
Oh, yeah!
Too late! I was teasing. We're going for ice cream. Hey, everybody's got ice cream?
Yeah! That'll be $10.50?
Let's see.
It's $10.50. Lady, I got a lot of people waiting.
Okay, I know.
Do you have $10.50?
I've got $2. Maybe I could come back.
No.
Okay. Brendan.
Huh?
Brendan, give me your ice cream.
Hey.
Melissa, I don't want you spoiling your dinner.
But this is my dinner.
Give it here.
You still owe me $7.50.
Aliens, I need your ice creams.
You still owe me $3.
Okay.
$1.50.
What do you have for 50 cents?
A tip jar?
Mom, but what about the whole ice cream thing?
I'll take 7 waters, not the bottles. Kids, they're delicious. What are you talking about, Brendan?
I have some advice on asking Grandma for money, if that is in fact what you were talking to the banana about.
I don't need your help in asking my parents for money. That's just... Besides, I wasn't going to ask them for money. I don't even know why I'm discussing this with you.
Fine. But if you want to talk about it, I'll be right over here.
Okay, I'm curious. What advice do you have?
Number 1, you got to do it in person. You got to go over there.
Why?
Because you have to compliment what they're wearing. Then you find their weakness, their tell. There's an old saying, Mom. If you sit down at a card game and you don't know who the sucker is,
then it's probably you.
Yeah. Look, Mom. You gotta see what works on them. You gotta draw it out of them. Like when I drop my chin to my chest and look up at you with my puppy dog eyes, like.
Oh, I gave that look $5 last week.
Gotcha. That's why you have to go over to their house